Hey guys, today I'm going to show you a 2015 horror drama film, The Witch. Spoilers ahead, watch out and take care. In New England during the 1630s, English settler William and his family, wife Catherine, daughter Thomasin, son Caleb, and fraternal twins Mercy and Jonas, are banished from a Puritan colony over a religious dispute. The family builds a farm near a large secluded forest and Catherine bears her fifth child, Samuel. One day, when Thomasin is playing peekaboo with Samuel, the baby abruptly disappears. It is soon revealed that a witch has stolen the unbaptized Samuel, killing him and using his body for a ritual. The next morning Caleb wakes up hearing his mother cry. He gets up to get dressed and hears Thomasin's moaning in her sleep. His eyes then fell on her breast and stare at it for a while, but soon regrets it and wake her up. She hears her mother's cry in the other room and gets worried. Caleb, being a good brother, assures her that everything will be all right and asks her to go back to sleep. He then quietly heads outside where he sees his father disappointed while examining his crops. He tells Caleb that the search for Samuel is useless now. Till now either a wolf must have killed him or his hunger. He asks Caleb to join him on the hunt as he was laying traps all over the woods. Caleb tells him to his surprise that till now he and his mother had forbidden them to enter the woods. William explains to him that they are short on a stock and cannot survive till the winter. Also, they won't be seeing any good harvest for a while now, so they have to catch their food now that they can't grow it. Later William, Caleb and their dog Fowler head to the wood with a rifle. They find one of their trap loose and decide to lay it again. That's when Caleb questions William if Samuel's soul is in hell, as he was not baptized. William answers that he is not in the position to answer this, but believes that he is with Jesus. He then discloses to Caleb that he traded his mother's silver cup for hunting supplies and asks him not to tell her mother, promising he will inform her after her grief passes. As they were heading out, they hear Fowler barking as he spotted a hare. They rush to ready their weapon as the hare was still on one spot. He steadily aims to fire but accidentally injures himself when he pulled the trigger. Meanwhile, Thomasin goes to fetch an egg from the hen's hut but accidentally drops it on the ground to find a dead unborn chick. Later we see Jonas and Mercy, the twins, singing while playing with their goat Philip, who seems out of control. When William and Caleb arrive, they get terrified by the scene and rush to control the beast. Soon after hearing the commotion, Kate comes out. She starts yelling at Thomasin for not looking after the twins and tells her to wash her father's clothes at the brook. She then yells at William for leaving her alone doing all the work. Seeing his father in trouble, Caleb lies that they went to get apples in the valley as he believed he saw a tree there, but couldn't find one. They say they wanted to give her a surprise. Later Caleb joins Thomasin at the brook to wash cloths. He once again peeks at her breast, but this time he gets caught. Thomasin asks him if everything is alright, but he doesn't answer. She asks him to come close and tells her that she wanted him to bring apples, and they start joking. That's when they hear noise from bushes to find Mercy coming out claiming she is a witch and wants to take them. Later they argued when Mercy tells them that it was a witch who took Samuel, which Caleb denies, telling her it was a wolf. But Thomasin accepts Mercy is right. To scare her, she confesses she is a witch who made a pact with the devil and trade Samuel with him. And in return, he grants her the wish to disappear anyone. And if they won't behave, she will disappear them too. Terrified by Thomasin, Mercy ran away. Later at dinner, Kate suspects Thomasin that she stole her silver cup and also blame her for the disappearance of Samuel. But William doesn't tell her the truth. Thomasin then heads out to feed the goat, where she sees the same rabbit which William and Caleb saw in the woods. At night the children overhear their parents talking about Samuel, that he was not baptized and that his spirit is now in hell. But they are relieved to know they still have Caleb safe. Later they discuss sending Thomasin away to serve another family as they couldn't able to provide all children. Hearing it, Caleb feels sad. Later, Thomasin finds Caleb preparing to check a trap in the forest, hoping to find a hunt so that Thomasin won't have to leave. She forces him to take her with him by threatening to awaken their parents. In the woods, Thomasin talks about their life in England and asks if he remembers the glass on windows, saying it was pretty. But Caleb was too small to remember any of those. Later, they spot a hare which sends their horse into a panic. Their dog Fowler gives chase to the hare, and Caleb pursues them. The horse throws Thomasin on the ground, knocking her unconscious, and runs away. Here at the settlement, Kate and William gets worried knowing Caleb and Thomasin missing and goes out looking for them. Caleb, who is lost now, hears the growl of Howler and stumbles upon his disemboweled body. He runs to find his way through the forest as he realizes it's getting dark. That's when he sees the same hare again and follows him to a hovel, from which a beautiful woman emerges to seduce him. Her arm grows withered and gnarled and reveals advanced age as she embraces Caleb. After a while, William finds Thomasin in the woods and brings her home. He decides to go into the woods again to search for Caleb, but Kate denies, telling him she cannot afford to lose him as well. She blames Thomasin for taking Caleb to the woods, telling it's her fault. William reluctantly admits that he sold the cup. And they lied about their trip to find apples, whereas they went into the woods for hunt. Hearing this, Kate lashes out on William and hits him on the nose. Thomasin leaves the argument and went to feed the goats. Later that night, as the storm rages, Thomasin discovers Caleb outside the home, naked, delirious, and mysteriously ill. They make a blood offering ritual with Caleb blood and pray to the Lord for his well-being. The next day, the twins converse and sing songs with Black Phillip, the family's billy goat, and accuse Thomasin to put devil inside Caleb and threatening their parents going to find out. Annoyed, Thomasin's attempts to milk the nanny goat but produce only blood. Kate believes that some Indian magic is responsible for Caleb's illness. But William denies her by telling she think like a child and tell her his plans to go back to the plantation in search of home for Thomasin and the doctor for Caleb. She questions her plan, wondering how he will reach to plantation without a horse. William replies he will sell the goat and corns to buy horse and come back later for the rest of them. Kate cries and tells her she wants to go home, not plantation but to England. She says she never meant to shrew to him. But since Samuel's disappearance, her heart is turned to stone. Later they hear Caleb screaming and rush to see him. They find him chanting and soon his mouth gets sealed. William tries to open it with a knife, but soon he chokes and regurgitates a whole apple with a single bite and falls unconscious. Kate believes that Caleb is cursed. Soon the twins blame Thomasin to be a witch and cursed Caleb. They tell about how she traded Samuel with the devil for powers. William tries to prove them wrong by questioning her faith on God. Kate then urges the family to pray, but the twins claim to forget the proper words and become unresponsive. Caleb wakes up and begins chanting in religious tongues and eventually falls limp to the floor, dead. Kate lashes out at Thomasin to leave the room, believing her fault in Caleb's death. She runs out crying and falls under a tree. William follows her and tries to comfort her. Believing Thomasin to be a witch, William tells her she will be put on trial when the family returns to town. Thomasin assures him she is not witch, but William finds it hard to believe after the recent incidents. He asks her to tell the truth, but Thomasin points out William's sins and accuses the twins and the goat to curse the land. Enraged, William seals the children in the goat house. Thomasin denies being a witch, but the twins do not answer when she asks if they have truly spoken with Black Phillip. Later, Kate and William bury Caleb under the tree. At night, Thomasin overhears William break down and confess to God that he has been prideful and that he made his family leave their village out of stubbornness rather than sincere religious devotion. Later in the night, the children awaken to see an old woman drinking milk from the nanny goat, which turns to attack the twins. Meanwhile, Catherine has a vision of Caleb holding Samuel. She wants William to meet them as well, but Caleb asks to let him sleep. He offers Samuel to her and asks if she will look at his book, but chooses to breastfeed Samuel first. It is soon revealed that Samuel is a black raven pecking at her bare breast, leaving her bloody in the morning. William awakens and finds the stable destroyed, the goats eviscerated, the twins missing, and an unconscious Thomasin lying nearby with blood-stained hands. As Thomasin awakens, Black Phillip gores his horns into William's belly. He remains standing on the ground vomiting blood and picks his axe to fight, but his strength quickly withers away as Black Phillip strikes again, killing him before her eyes. Catherine, now blaming Thomasin for the tragedies and misfortunes and accusing her of trying to seduce William and Caleb and even killing the twins. Thomasin asserting she is her daughter, but Kate denies, saying her daughter is long gone and she reeks of evil now, and starts slapping her furiously. Thomasin grabs the nearby billhook and slices her mother's face. Kate in shock tries to strangle Thomasin, but she attacks her again with a billhook in self-defense and kills her. Now completely alone, she takes a seat on the table and falls asleep. At night, she alone hears chiming and enters the stable, where she urges Black Phillip to speak to her. The goat responds with a human voice, asking if she would like to live deliciously, and materializes into a tall, black-clad man. He tells Thomasin to remove her clothes and sign her name in a book that appears before her. Thomasin follows Black Phillip into the forest naked, where she joins a coven holding a witches' sabbath around a bonfire. The witches begin to levitate, and a laughing Thomasin joins them, ascending above the trees. Subscribe to watch more videos like this. Turn on notifications and leave a like, it helps the channel out. Thank you for watching.